move into a stimulation of the groin for this next shape. So from seated, you could come into Dragonfly or frog pose. And these can be done on your mat, and they could be done on the wall. So frog pose is on a continuum with child's pose. It's bringing your knees even wider, maybe, in line with your hips, and your feet even wider. Whether they point together, point back, or even point out is really up to your bones and your tissues. Frog pose can be really nice with a bolster to support under the pubic bone and torso so your body has something to yield its weight into. Likewise, for an even gentler version on your bones, particularly your knees, frog pose can be done on the wall. With your hips and your knees about the same distance from the wall, you'll walk your feet as wide as you need to have a rich stimulation of the inner groin, the gallbladder, or liver meridian, without any stress on the inner knees. Dragonfly can be done seated or on the wall as well and bring some stimulation of the urinary bladder of the hamstring into this pose. If you're coming into a seated forward bend, like all seated postures, it can be nice to be on a blanket or a prop. Putting something under the knees can also be really gracious for the body because it can bring a little bit of support for the backs of the knees as well as be kinder on the tissues in the low back. And as always, you can rest a bolster under your arms, your chest, your head to allow your body weight to have something to give to, or a little gentler to be in Dragonfly on the wall like Ivy, allowing gravity to open the legs over time and let the arms rest wherever they feel good. In any of these shapes, whichever one your body's decided to be in, invite your inhales down so you're bringing the breath into the sensations in the groin, maybe in the backs of the legs, maybe in the low back body. Continue to meet your sensations with your breath. Find that watery quality again, that heaviness as you breathe into sensations. And out the nose. Keeping the lips closed is a great way to cultivate alchemy. Helps calm our central nervous system with our tongue on the roof of our mouth and our lips closed. So whether you're practicing yoga or walking down the street, you'd be encouraged to breathe through your nose. Unless, of course, you're feeling stressed or some irritation or excess heat. And anytime that happens, give yourself permission to sigh it out, let it go. Sighs and exhales are really parasympathetic nervous system breaths. They allow us to move away from flight, fight, and freeze into rest and digest, calming places. So we give our body little bits of stress, like a yoga pose, like a relationship. And then we give our body lots of breath and peace so we can learn to cultivate contentedness, even happiness, amidst discomfort. Something useful not only on the mat, but in your life. As you move about in the world, how beneficial it is to know how to be uncomfortable and happy at the same time. And you could even subtly smile here. It's little and it's not for me, I can't see it. But it's a way to tell your brain that you're at peace and happy. I have a teacher that would say, sometimes we smile because we're happy. And sometimes we're happy because we smile. Take 2 more really joyous breaths. Maybe just giving yourself permission to celebrate the fact that you're here to breathe in the first place, that you can breathe at all. To come out, as always, move slow. If you're in a forward bend, you'll inhale yourself up to seated, head is last. If you're in frog pose on your belly, child's pose, or coming forward onto your stomach can be really nice. If you're on the wall, I'd encourage you to use your hands to help close the legs and either send them straight up the sky or bring your knees into your chest. Take a moment to do something counter and intuitive to your body, whether that's rounding or hugging your shins. And we'll find ourselves coming into a neutral place.